So, about an hour later, I guess, we get a couple new chips. Like a couple of quakes. Some little clouds. Using our buster, which feels pretty good.
Yeah,
Getting some more
I
clouds.
imagine it must.
Using a life sword on a couple of Flappy 2 viruses and getting another Quake B.
All the good codes.
And Mega Man is patient and back together with us, so yeah, let's put those in our folder.
We don't have any other B codes here, though.
Nope, not in this folder. Put it in the other one. Come on, you can do it. There you go.
Where'd all my B codes go? Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what are we going to get rid of? Oh, we're going to get rid of the geyser because we didn't particularly use it, or we probably did, but we didn't show it off well.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's situational.
Fine.
I can totally understand that.
Pretty much. We have a nice smile.
Yay, we're smiling.
Yep.
Honestly, that is good to hear.
Past me, ignore the trees. There's nothing there. Because...
Are you trying to jack into every tree now, Tap?
No, there's somebody I was trying to find, and I realized, oh, he's not in this country. He's back home. When I get back home.
Well...
Empty beer bottles. A rat and a teddy bear. And a rat has a... Reg 2.
Do what we must.
Hee-ho, hee-ho, lo-ho.
Well, okay.
Mr. Ho-ho. I think Airman would be at home because he's Mr. Ho-ho. And this guy's drunk.
Yep.
And we're a punk because we're a tourist.
Oh gosh.
Also we meet this kid who swears. That automatically bumps this up, and he doesn't talk to strangers.
Ah, Land's
and
already
this is
swore.
where I briefly forgot. Oh, hey, here's Higsby. The powerhouse pair is back. And to apologize, he gives us Quake W.
Ooh.
Awesome. Tree Bomb Asterisk. Awesome. Sonic Wave I. Eh.
Off he goes.
Eventually.
Yep.
Funky Electopium. About to go down. I wonder if he's talking about his XP. I don't really know.
Probably.
Wasn't even paying attention.
His hair is funky enough.
Yep. So actually, the way to progress plot.
I'm imagining
is
Higsby dancing now.
This Humph man, the disgruntled Mr. Wilson.
Well, we've got to find Jim, who lives on a back street.
But I don't think we've met Jim yet. Probably.
Ugh.
So, lock enemy.
I
think this might be the first time we see that.
Yeah, they're ridiculously expensive, but
they're
sadly worth it.
To an extent.
They're worth it for what you need them for.
And I think I know what it is. It's in order to get the Navi Ghosts, I would assume.
Yeah, it's so that when you want to rematch the random encounter Navi fights, you don't have to have them only be random encounters. You can just find them once and then use that, and it'll repeat the last battle the next time you have a random encounter. So you can find them over and over.
It's been a long time since I've used them, so I don't remember if it was one of those where it's better odds, but
I don't think there are exceptions.
Right. So, bunny viruses, they use elect element, and that means they do double the damage, making them somewhat dangerous.
For once, yeah.
Hey, is that a high cannon C?
Oh, that's the code we missed.
Look at this. So not only do we have the Omega advance for the cannons, we have it for the high cannons as well.
Nice.
And we're going to switch folders for, I think, the first time.
For just that reason.
Pretty much. Because it's time for a change of pace. Pretty much.
Yep.
Hey, what are these chips doing? Oh, hey. Almost had a program advance there. Kind of. Except, well, I had...
These sword chips aren't going to do you much good here.
No. But I know what's going to do good. getting 4 high cannons, but no program advance.
That is still good.
It is. No chip, but who cares? So nothing else in there. So we need to progress with plot by finding Jim.
Yep.
Who is not behind this row of trees.
There
He
is
has
not
to
a
be.
back alley behind the trees.
There's no hidden disgruntled old man or grumble grumble who will give you money.
Grumble grumble? Can't remember any grumble grumbles except for, like, the Legend of Zelda guy who wants meat.
Yes.
Oh, he gives you money?
No.
Well,
Well,
what a ripoff.
Moblin, whatever. Yep, he's Jim. So, in order to get our stuff back, he wants an Electopian ultra
super rare chip. I
the
guess.
Guard Star.
I mean, I guess we haven't seen any Mets in Netopia, but
Technically, there are technically Mets, because if there weren't, then it would be kind of a dead game, possibly. I want to say it's in the beatbox, or it's in the refrig, or Justice Comp.
Oh, well,
But
maybe
that doesn't matter.
Maybe they're just so common that I don't notice them anymore.
Yeah.
Also,
It's
I
still
think
kind of hard.
I think if you can't find them, you can talk to somebody who also traveled from Electopia and has so many of the things that if you actually ask for a guard asterisk, she'll be like, "Heck yeah, take these off my hands," and give you 20 of them.
Actually, that's the thing. So, I was looking behind those trees to find that person.
Oh.
That's much later.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking it up. It's like, where the hell are those guard chips? And it's like, oh, I have to get back from my visit to from Netopia, and then I talked to somebody back at home.
Oh, that's where his HP went. It was off screen. I thought you killed him.
No, I wish
I was
did.
really confused.
Because this is kind of a scary looking fight when you have clouds, and he looks like he should be Cloud Man, but
he kind of does look the part, doesn't he?
Thunder. Yeah. I mean, when you have all these floating clouds, which you can kind of pass through, and I can absorb them, which is awesome.
Dash is good.
This is a very annoying fight.
This is alphabet soup.
Oh yeah, it is. But I have a bunch of L chips. That's always good. Yeah, having having grass chips would sort of help, but the wood style is kind of not all that useful.
Oh well, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
2 program advances. That's really curious.
I think I like the wood style the best, even though it's totally unwieldy.
Yeah.
You could...
Also, speaking of unwieldy, those clouds are more of a detriment when spreader chips are involved.
I guess so, but they still make things pretty tough for you.
We're an Electopian samurai? Does that mean we get to harness the powers of Yamato Man?
Not for a game or two. Whoa, where'd he come from?
Yeah, so I think funny story about this one, at least what I'm trying to remember. I think I forgot to save at one point, or I don't remember what happened. So I ended up having to redo that battle, and I got the Omega Advance there.
M-Burst. If only we could see what it does.
It almost sounded like you said Ember, but close enough.
Not quite.
So, probably one of the coolest places to jack in is a beatbox. I mean, check it out.
I love the background here.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Sound Man from one of the fan games of...
yeah, that guy.
It was Wily's Final Attack.
Yep, Dr. Wily's Final Attack.
But
if I remember correctly, the boomboxes, the speaker thing in the background actually played music that hurt. And that was actually pretty cool.
In certain screens, yeah. Really liked that stage.
Yeah, that was one of the more interesting ones, I'd say.
Yeah, it
Easily.
used X7 music, which is kind of unheard of.
Hmm?
One of the better track. It used a track from Mega Man X7.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Tornado Tonguin.
No, I wish it was. Well, that didn't work.
No.
So this is a deadly combination, having a fan
Yikes.
and... Okay, good. Now, sometimes the fan, the wind boxes can push you back right away, quickly, or sometimes it just takes a second or two.
Yeah, I don't really know what determines how long it takes for them to actually get it to work. For whatever reason, I think like mashing one direction helps you stay that direction if they're blowing you
Yep.
the other way, but it's kind of very uncertain.
Yeah. That bug frag was very hard to find, by the way.
I may have missed it.
It's the hardest bug frag in the game. Oh, I couldn't get a triple kill, and I missed that bunny. Boo-hoo. But anyway, on topic of Soundman, the X7 theme that I was mentioning, it actually uses Vanishing Gungaroo.
Oh,
So-
that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to look
Probably
that up.
considered one of the better tracks in the thing. But that's how you deal with them. Oh, that was a fan box actually, and we get a Remo bit G, which I will never use.
I've never really used those. I wonder how good they are.
They can be good.
Like they break
But
panels or
assuming-
something, right?
Yeah, I think it's like when you set up a wind box or something like that, where they kind of like have a certain amount of HP and they can get destroyed.
Oh
But,
yeah,
I think when you
like
place
set
one,
up a
it just
controller
slowly-
and they control a panel breaker bot.
Yeah, and then it just zaps the panels or does damage while cracking the panels if there's an enemy.
That could be all right. I enjoy panel breaking strategies, so having something that attacks while doing that is kind of nice.
Zapring 2B.
I-
That is very important because we need that to progress plot later.
Wow,
I
really?
think. It is it just feels like an unbelievably arbitrary chip to be a plot progression.
I
think
don't
that
even
one
know
was-
what you're talking about. That is arbitrary. Also, I remember this place.
Because it's a certain backtracking scenario that we get to do later where there's some information we need, but we need to give this Navi
Really?
that chip.
That
Yeah, I'm
scenario?
pretty sure.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Why are they
positive.
so bad? Why is that scenario so bad?
Well, that scenario would be unbelievably awful, but it's actually sort of tolerable because I have... Remember those gate keys?
Yes.
That makes it a little better.
Yep. Thankfully, we're not there yet, and instead are just kind of lost.
Yep. Because apparently Netopians love their mazes, which means that scientists back at home would not like this place.
Or Amaropans, as the background would like to say.
Is that what it says back there?
I believe so.
I can't even tell.
I can't remember. Don't have this at the best quality right now, but I believe I remember that, like, the Japanese name for Netopia was Amaropa, like a mix of America and Europe, and the background on the net is the one place that they forgot to make that change in the translation.
Huh.
Yep.
All of this while talking over the fact that we've got a Metar 3.
Ah, they're finally here.
Yeah. And we get a Guard Star from it.
Yay! That's what we were here for. I remember now.
Yeah, so now I don't have to worry about taking one out of my pack if I already haven't done that.
Assuming you had a pack. Oh, you mean
See,
your
that-
folder?
See, here's the thing. Folder, pack, whatever. But, see, this is kind of the weird thing with the whole thing about giving Jim a Guard Star is I don't know if you give it to him later or what the deal is.
Yeah, it seems like he kind of... I guess he told you about the passport in advance and then expects advance payment for the other one, maybe? Just so that you both
Probably.
have a stake in it or something? I don't know.
Because technically you have to
He's
do...
probably shrewd.
Eh. Also, ratty viruses.
Oh, that's right, we haven't seen him yet, have we?
They actually move instead of just teleport. Also, random 10,000
Whoa.
Zenny.
Yeah, that's a lot. Wow, wow. That's more than that almost tripled what we had.
Pretty much. So that means we get to go shopping in a bit, probably.
Gosh, I wish I wish random mystery data with that much money was still around in later series.
Oh, what, the random in battle mystery data stuff?
No, just
Or
just having 10 grand lying around on the net. Like in endgame, in any endgame thing, I always end up needing money before, like, more than I need. Like, okay, in later games in the series, there are ways that you can. There are ways that you can make yourself only get money from battles and only get chips from battles.
Oh yeah,
I always end up.
There's the collector chip, and then there's the money.
Something or other.
Part?
I always end up having to use the money one for way longer than the chip one.
That's kind of a weird one. I think I would. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Where are we going?
Yeah, it's amazing. I have no idea where I'm going.
Like, what is our destination?
We need to find out information as far as where our passport went.
Oh, right.
We have to actually go to Netopia Square to find that out.
All right, that is it. Yeah, Netopia is a confusing internet.
And this sequence is actually rather confusing because it's like, where's the trigger flag? And that's one thing I tend to have a problem with, and I eventually kind of remember now.
Yeah, I don't even know if you need to find the trigger flag so much as Net Square. Well, apparently we still have unexplored areas down here.
Yeah, some of which we can't access because I think we need a certain code to break the capsule or something.
I'm more amused by the fact that I couldn't tell whether we had been there or not until you got the bug frag.
Oh, and I struck too early and now you get to see what these ratties can do when you take out some of their HP.
Yeah, when they're at half health or lower, they get angry and move faster.
Yeah, and when you get them down to really low health, oh man, it's a scary sight.
Oh really? It's more than just 2 speeds?
I want to say there's 3 speeds.
I only remember 2 speeds for each ratty, but it could for each version of ratty, but it could just be that I find any speed past normal unmanageable and hate them all.
Because I want to say that their eyes bulge out really big when you get them down to very low.
Maybe I've just never seen that.
I don't know if we get to see that, but we'll find out probably. Okay, be patient. Oh, okay. I was gonna try to see if I could get the
Not close enough.
double kill if they both move, because usually if they like are on the same column, they can sometimes both warp in the same column again. I don't know.
Okay. Well, they're not warping though.
Or.
Oh, you mean?
Well, yeah. They do warp. They don't move randomly yet until like the later games. That's what I think I was getting confused on. And there's no bug frag there as far as I know, but there is a shop. Oh, and it's a different shop because
whoa, the best shop.
Yeah. Note that they don't have.
Oh, they have wind and fan.
Yep.
The best shop.
Pretty key. It's a really good shop because we get to use those for an awesome program advance.
I remember this. I remember hearing that this is so so broken that it is. Oh no!
Yep. So yeah, and
I forgot too.
And you know the thing is, when I edited that in, and then when we were watching the other parts, I'm thinking, wait, did I actually have it in my folder? And then I just did a reverse dumbass moment and actually be like, oh, I could have actually used the program advance. But actually I was right, I did not have it, because it's still stolen.
Yeah.
So we get to wait a while before we get to see that program advance.
I remember hearing that it was almost like borderline cheaty. Because I basically remember hearing it is kind of liable to one-shot bosses if you power it up right.
Probably. You may have to like use two advances with it.
Whoa, Number
I
Man.
don't know. Yep. He is a net merchant in this game, and he has some really rare stuff, like a custom sword.
A plus 40.
But guess what I'm going to be buying? Yep, that's right, the custom sword. Because I won't be using that alone.
I think I know why, yeah.
We're still a little ways away, because we need one more chip.
We're kind of close to a lot of program advances here that are new.
Yeah, one of which we kind of neglected. Oh, a little too soon.
Well, nice dodge.
Right through.
Nice dodge.
Not there. Yeah, so the other program advance that we're really close to is the Big Bomb advance, because we got a Cross Bomb O a little bit ago.
Ooh.
So now we just need the Big Bomb O.
Hey, this is new, right? Yay, we found the net square.
It had a nice emblem back on this square. It looks Soviet tall.
No, you don't.
This.
No, you don't.
JK.
I love those guys.
I like the emblem in the background. It looks like a couple of trumpets, horns, whatever.
Yeah. It looks
and a
nice.
Shield fan. So, in order to find out about our passport, we need to talk to this guy, saying that he saw a Navi having a meeting and some
he's
stuff.
leaving the square.
I assume...
Which way did he? Wait, what? It's fun close to the undernet.
I don't remember.
Kind of missed what he said.
We got a trade here, but we can't do the trade because, well, our hammer chip is MIA, of course.
Wow, even the Mr. Programs are working security here.
Yep. Oh, okay. Maybe we talked... No, I don't think we talked to that guy. Nothing interesting there. Heck, I do buy sneak rods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those and full energies are cheap enough that they're worth it, I guess.
Even though I pretty much blew away a lot of my money buying the custom sword and the fan wind chips.
Yeah. Well...
Wide sword asterisk and a jealousy chip, which I never use.
That seems like a versus oriented chip.
Actually, here's an interesting thing. I was reading GameFAQs walkthrough or something like that, and they said that the jealousy chip makes the puffballs manageable in order to get a poison mask.
Huh? They count as having a chip? Oh, because they have area grab.
One or two, I don't really know.
Yeah, they have. But they do have chips. They use area grab on you to take away your rows. So jealousy will damage them. Does that like pierce their shields?
Probably, it must pierce it.
I never thought of that. I always just kind of assumed that it was basically versus only chip when you're fighting another actual person.
Although the only thing I know about the jealousy chip is that in chip challenge, yeah, I have to get it in every segment if I can. If you use it as a slot in or something like that, you can destroy kind of like a side chip that your opponents might have, and you can like destroy it instantly. I don't remember what it is, but
I have to imagine jealousy had to be changed, or else it would be a little too overpowered, because in that game all of your battles are against things that have 10 chips.
Right. Anyway, we fought this evil Navi that was about to sell the what's it called? The passport on the undernet, because if it gets there, then we're screwed.
Yeah.
So now that's one task out of the way. Now we still have to get our chips back.
I mean, I knew it was somebody's passport, but I didn't know it was yours. Don't blame me.
Yeah, because
No,
somebody's
I'm
not
not.
totally gonna
I'm
be
not
looking
in the wrong
for it.
here, certainly.
Nothing hidden under there. Now, I don't know if I mentioned before, the Airman chip, the tornadoes can't go over holes. Maybe I've mentioned it, but
Yeah, I noticed that. I was
proof
wondering.
of concept. That was an HP memory. And this right here, wait for it. Screw the hardhead viruses.
Oh,
Actually, no, wait. Maybe I still have
that
to
definitely
duplicate
breaks
chips.
shields.
Yep. And it's going in our folder.
How many megabytes was that, I wonder?
I
Far too many
did.
for now?
I mean, I could probably look real quick. You'll just have to tell me where we left off.
We'll
What
do it
I-
after the part, I guess. And
I'm looking. Oh, it's 22 megs. I had 26. Okay, what time are we at?
we are at 26:07:08, and the Ratty's dead.
Reton I?
Yep.
Okay. I'm probably a little bit ahead, but whatever.
Yeah. So
Besides, the part's almost
yeah,
over.
if you end up in a place with too many hardheads, that could be nice to have as a default.
Yep, and hopefully they won't be stubborn. Also,
Who the heck is Millions?
this is where we'll be seeing her shortly.
Oh no.
She's a very interesting person.
Yep.
Of Millions. How about this background?
I still, like, we've been here for plenty of time, and I still don't know where we're going.
No. But it doesn't matter because, hey, we leveled up Aqua Custom.
Oh yeah, they level up.
Yeah, you have to go through a certain number of battles and then it levels
So
up, I
what?
guess.
So what leveled up? The charge rating? Does that mean it charges faster or it's more powerful?
It's a little bit more powerful. Instead of 30 damage, it's now 40.
Well, that's not bad.
But, yeah.
I have to say, Battle Network 2 probably had the most confusing internets of the series. Aside, well, like not counting,
Oh.
not counting one. I mean, like the most confusing single rooms of the internet.
You mean the Salmon World?
Yeah, one doesn't count because it was confusing for different reasons.
Pretty much. And hey, random 2,000 Zenny. That's 1/5 of the 10,000 Zenny that we found earlier.
Man, that's so good. I've been
Yep.
grinding in. I was grinding recently in the post game area for Zenny in what's
One?
it called, Star Force, and
Oh.
like the most they have there is like 1,500 at once.
Huh.
And I needed 80,000.
80,000?
Yes, there were some Giga chips and some expensive like versus only normal chips that I needed to buy to
Good luck
complete.
doing verses now.
Yeah, but it was like 20,000 each.